Hey there, and welcome to the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. I am Ryan. Megan will be with us here just shortly. She is actually taking care of the baby at the moment. So, as you guys know, we bring you the Megan and Ryan Power Hour every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. So, if you guys are happen to be watching us live, make sure you drop us that hashtag live. We're also simulcast to our audience out on TikTok as well. So, if you guys have any questions tonight, make sure that you drop those in the comments as we talk about what it is that we do and how you can get started as well. So, again, what we do is fairly simple, all right? Doesn't take a lot of work, but there is work involved with it, and I want to make sure that people know that. So as we go through the night, again, if you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. Also, let us know where it is that you guys are joining us in from. Megan and I are here in Southern Indiana, and we always like to see where exactly our audience is joining us from. So make sure that you join it when you join us. Let us know in the comments where you're joining in from. Give me just a second here. I want to make sure that I can see our TikTok comments. Like I said, Megan will be joining me here in just a few minutes. She had to attend to the baby. All right, let's see here. Get that going so I can see some comments. Awesome. There they are. Hey, what's going on? Moderator Megan, she's in the basement. Awesome. You over there, Megan? She's over there. She said hi. So for those of you guys on TikTok, she is actually moderating from her Megan Recommend account as well. So if you see any comments over on TikTok from that account, that's actually Megan. So Anna Rivera, hi from Houston, Texas. Thanks for joining us. Tommy is from Indiana. Awesome. Cole, what's the best platform to watch from to ask questions, or is TikTok good? Cole, TikTok is good, but we actually broadcast this whole thing over on our Facebook pages and our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so if you're actually joining us from YouTube or from Facebook, we can actually have you be a part of the broadcast. We can throw your comments up on the screen, and if we do any kind of screen shares or anything like that to show things, that will actually only get broadcast to our Facebook audience. Okay, so that's just the way we have things set up. We've actually got a whole broadcast thing going on, and then we've actually got an extra phone set up here for our TikTok audience. So that's how we do that. But yeah, as far as questions go, if you've got questions on TikTok, make sure you put them in there. All right, Richard says, "What you do, sir?" Question mark. We actually are affiliate marketers, and there's a little bit of a story about how we got started with this, and we'll kind of get into that as the evening goes on. But yes, we are affiliate marketers, and for those of you that don't know what that is, basically what we do is we recommend product services, and then when people purchase that product or service through our affiliate link, our unique affiliate link, whatever company it is that the product or service is bought from, that company then sends us a commission for that because someone used our affiliate link. So we can talk a little bit more about that here in just a moment. All right, Distance Riders from Lansing, Michigan. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Chris Hastings. Hello, I'm from Tennessee. What's this show about? Basically what we do here, we just talk about basically how we got started, guys. We're normal people. Back in February of 2020, I actually lost my job. Okay. And so that's really what got us started in the online business. I didn't really want to go back out and find another 9 to 5. I was kind of tired of working for somebody else. As Megan kind of puts it sometimes, she loved me, but she didn't always like me, because there was a lot of times where I would be bringing certain things home with me, some of the mental stress from a 9 to 5. And so, it got to a point when I lost that job that I wanted to start looking for something else. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We got Chris from Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us, Chris. Reese is Livermore, California. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Again, distance rider, I think we said Lansing, Michigan. Richard, again, what do you do here, sir? We kind of talked about that. Cole said, awesome. Tommy Russell, awesome. I think it's been a bit since you've been with us, Tommy. Now, we used to do lives quite a bit, but welcome back. He says, are you still using affiliate marketing and ClickFunnels? Or affiliate marketer and ClickFunnels? Yes, we still use ClickFunnels. We still are affiliate marketers. That is how we generate our income. Again, kind of going back to that story of me losing my job, it was a matter of trying to figure out what to do from that point. I really, really kind of struggled because I had responsibilities, right? A lot of you can probably relate to this, responsibilities of kids, everything that goes along with that, especially right now. We are just, assholes and elbows deep in sporting events and sports and different activities and extracurriculars that are going on with the kids in school. How many of you have kids in school with activities going on and have the cost of, extra equipment, whether they're in basketball or soccer or softball or whatever, archery, whatever sport it might be, and the cost of sometimes of that equipment going on? If you have children in extracurricular activities and you're, trying to figure out how do you afford the cleats, the uniforms, all the different equipment that goes along with that, drop me a 2 in the comments, because I know there's a lot of you out there that go through these things. And it always seems like every time I turn around, it's, hey, Dad, guess what? I need a new basketball. Hey, Dad, guess what? I need cleats. There's always a need when you have kids in sports. And so, trying to figure out, how do you afford that sometimes? Maybe a lot of you guys out there have decent jobs, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Great job. Awesome. Maybe you're just looking for a way to create a little extra income to cover those things. Those things that always seem to pop up, whether it's got to do with the kids or whether it's stuff to do with the house or whatever it might be, right? I know that you guys are out there. There's a lot of you out there that have issues with, trying to figure out, how am I going to pay for this? What happens if something happens with the vehicle or something happens at the house? We always have those worries about how we're going to cover those costs, right? So what people are doing now, they're turning to the internet. There's a lot of different ways that people are earning online. And, you'll hear it a lot of times called a quote unquote side hustle, right? And a lot of you may be thinking, well, what necessarily does that mean? What does that mean for me? I'm awful busy. I've got a lot. I don't have a lot of time. I'm working a full-time job and I've got kids and, there's homework and there's, again, the extracurricular activities and, there's, all these different things. I still got to take care of the house and all these different things. I don't have time to have a side hustle, right? And I know that there's a lot of people out there that feel that way. Denise Cruz, hi, I got these 2 messages. Are they you? I'm not quite sure. Is it trading related? No. Okay. So Denise, if it's trading related, no. Okay. Sorry. Trying to send. That's okay. Rancer, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Denise, actually, there are a lot of accounts out there that have impersonated us, or they're using our videos and our photo, and they use some form of the name. This is our main TikTok account. The only other accounts that we have, you might see like Megan, she's got her I recommend. Verify that it's us. The best way truly to get a hold of us and to message us, guys, is honestly over on the Facebook platform. You can find me on Facebook. Just look up Ryan Hobbs. You can see the same photo that you see here somewhere on the screen on TikTok here. That picture of Megan and I. If you search Ryan Hobbs up on Facebook and you find that photo, make sure that you follow me, and you're more than welcome to send us messages over there. That's one of the best ways to do it. But yes, we get all the time. I think about 5 or 10 accounts a day Megan usually ends up having to block, because people go out there and they'll take the Megan.Ryan_recommend and they'll change it in some form or fashion and create a new account, and trying to talk people into doing cryptocurrencies, or a big one is they always want to chat on WhatsApp or something like that. Megan and I do not use WhatsApp for any of our promotional offers or anything. We also don't promote crypto. Okay, so if you have an account that looks similar to Megan and Ryan recommends, it's got a photo of us or something, and they're talking to you about, talking to them on WhatsApp, or, hey, let's do some crypto trading or something like that, that is not us. All right. Let's see here. Thanks for the follow, user 4266. Appreciate that. Again, as we go through the night, we'll kind of be talking a little bit how we got started in this whole mess of online business. All right, let's see here. We've got Brad Everard over on Facebook. He says, or you get followed by Calvin. We actually, Brad and I were actually together earlier today, and we were chatting about some things, and he sent me a message, a little bit earlier this evening, and said, hey, I got followed by, this person that we were talking about, earlier in the day, and I went back and I looked, because I know this guy doesn't really follow a lot of people. He's got a lot of followers, but he doesn't go out and follow people. So I was kind of curious about that. But what happens is, guys, I'll be very honest with you. People find others that are having success on social media platforms like TikTok or Facebook, and they go and they basically they impersonate those accounts. They recreate those accounts, and they try to get them into, like I said, those WhatsApp conversations or those crypto conversations. And I'll be honest, it's a scam. And you know what? The bad part about all that is it does make it difficult to do certain things. It affects that trust. And since we're talking about that trust, I want to talk about how we felt when we first got started in online business. Like many of you, I love the idea of having my own online business and generating a nice income, but was just a little bit leery or skeptical of what actually worked. Because tell me, when you're scrolling through TikTok or you're on Facebook, I guarantee you're seeing, post after post or video after video about people making money online. A lot of times people think that it's looks too easy, or what, if it was that easy, why isn't everybody doing it, right? The thing is, you're watching an 8 to 10 second video most of the time. Okay, now sometimes that 8 to 10 second video, it might have taken 2 hours to create. I've been there. I know there's been times where it's taken me an hour or two to create a video to post. Okay, but a lot of times people don't see, whenever they're looking at those quick videos, the actual work that goes into this stuff. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why Megan and I, we never really use the words easy for what we do. Now, I will say it's simple. I've had hard, physically demanding jobs before, and this is nothing like that. Okay, it's fairly simple for what we do. But anyway, Megan and I, we started back in 2020. February of 2020 is when we started with our online business. We actually started in a business model called drop shipping. And, after a few months, it really didn't pan out too well for us. Of course, we had the pandemic going on in March of 2020, and that kind of shut some things down there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, see, just the last week we were talking about this. How she was sitting here, and I interrupted her on something. And now here she is. She's sitting around the corner in our basement here on the couch, and she's hollering at me over there, and right in the middle when I'm talking. And she understands last week that was aggravating, but now it's not. All right. What do you got, babe? What's up? Yeah. All right. So Denise, what Megan is trying to talk about there is, yeah, she saw where you had gotten a message from us at like 2 a.m. All right, we actually do have VAs, guys, that actually work for us all over the world. Okay, and so yes, we do have some VAs that tend to some of our messages, and you may get something at 2 in the morning from them. The best thing that I can tell you is our account is Megan.Ryan_recommend. That is our user account. Now, if you look at a user account and it says Megan with an extra N in it, .Ryan_recommend, that's not us. And that's what I mean. That's how they can create these other accounts, by actually going through and adding a letter or adding an extra dot or an underscore or something like that. So let's see. It says they have your pics and one has your videos too. Yeah, that's what they do. They come in. They'll actually download our videos. They'll save our photo and stuff like that, and they'll create these accounts. And a lot of times that's kind of what happens. Best thing to do, if it's not us, if it's not our true username on there, like I said, it should be Megan.Ryan_recommend. Just block those accounts. Okay. So awesome. Izzy, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. All right. Video and sent I've been watching. All right. So I've got somebody over on Facebook says, bro, today is 2 years from making my first TikTok video. Insane. I've been watching you two now for over 2 years. Damn. All right. Who is? I gotta find out who this is. I can't see their username, so I'm gonna hop on one of our pages here and see if I can see who that is. Let's see here. All right. Not there. Let's see here where if we can find who this is. I see I got all those cameras and stuff set up. My TikTok's off to the side a little bit here because I was waiting for Megan. Oh, that's our brother Nathan. What's going on, Nate? Yeah, he says it's Nate, bro. Awesome, awesome. Glad you could join us, Nate. And dude, you are doing awesome stuff. I mean, you got your own thing going on. You got the Wealth Warriors going on. You guys are rocking and rolling. So, it's guys, it's all about getting started. That's what it's all about, And we talk with people on a daily about this stuff. It truly is about just saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to see what's going on with it. I did a live yesterday on TikTok. It was almost 2 hours long, right? And a lot of it was about just, kind of getting started with things, kind of getting over those skepticisms, taking the opportunities that are before us. There's a lot of people out there that, they're constantly hoping that, something good would happen. They're hoping, they're wishing, they're praying for an opportunity so that they could better their lives, right? How many of you out there are like that every day? Man, I wish this would happen. I wish that would happen, But the thing of it is these opportunities that we keep praying for do come before us. We see them. But the reason why we don't really take them and see them clearly is because most of the time those opportunities are disguised as risk, right? And so we are innately just opposed to taking any kind of risk. And so a lot of us pass up those opportunities that can better our lives because it looks like a risk. Back in February 2020, when I lost my job, it was about us finding an opportunity to do something better. Yes, I could have went out and got another 9-to-5, applied, put resumes in, all that different stuff. I could have went and got another job, no problem. I didn't want that. I wanted something else. But I knew that if I wanted to change our lifestyle, instead of dreaming about having more time with our kids, instead of dreaming about having, extra money to take more vacations or be able to take any vacations, if I continued to do the things that I had been doing for the last 20 years, nothing was ever going to change. We all know what the definition of insanity is, right? It is doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. And that's what I found myself doing. For 20 years, I kept plugging away at a 9-to-5 that was never, ever really going to do the things that I wanted to do for me. Now, yeah, I was making somebody else money. I was making somebody else's dream come true, but I wasn't working on my dream. And that's when I decided, again, that opportunity presented itself by me losing my job. I know that sounds kind of funny because I promise you, when that day happened, I was in tears. Megan was in tears. We were scared to death. We didn't know what we were going to do. We were already kind of a paycheck to paycheck family. Didn't have a whole lot of savings. We were like just about everybody else out there. Now I've lost this income. We had no idea what we were going to do. What I did know was that I kept scrolling through TikTok and Facebook for months prior to this event happening in my life. And I kept seeing people talk about how they could make money online. And I dismissed it most of the times because I would see people talking about, hey, I made $30,000 this month. Hey, I made, $50,000 this month. Hey, I made $100,000 this month. You can too. BS. I just lost a job that I was barely making $38,000 a year. And I got some goon on this social media platform telling me that, he's making $50,000, $100,000 a month. Well, that can't be. There's no way. But I started to do some research and try to figure out, is this legit? And I kept seeing, dads spending all their time with their family and making a great living online. Same thing with moms. Seeing moms out there spending time with their kids and bringing in, $15,000, $20,000, $40,000 a month. They were regular people. There wasn't anything special about them. Well, if they can do that, Why can't I do that? All I've got to do is learn what it is that they've done. Let's go back to that word, learn. Got to learn what it is that they did to create that opportunity. And that's where it all starts. Because I told you guys, we started out in drop shipping. It didn't do very well for us. And we did that for a few months. And finally we figured out, all right, it was actually costing us more money than it was making us. I bought a course, learned how to do it. The business model works, but what I figured out was it's one of those business models where you really need to have some good bit of capital to really get started with it. And that was not us at the time. So things kind of fizzled out between that, us not having a lot of capital, and the fact that, everything was shut down from the pandemic and I couldn't get products drop shipped quickly at all. I had to find something else. Now, I was seeing all kinds of stuff, just like you guys are today, about this affiliate marketing thing. Like, all right, marketing scared the crap out of me. I don't know anything about marketing. There's no way I could do that. I had no interest in it. So I kept overlooking it. I kept pushing it off. Even though, just like many of you, I was part of several different emails lists, and I was getting these emails about, hey, check this out. Look what I did here with this affiliate marketing, and affiliate marketing this, affiliate marketing that, and affiliate marketing. All right, enough. Enough with affiliate marketing. It's not something I want to do. But it kept coming back. And as things dwindled for us in the drop shipping, I said, you know what? Let me take a look at this, because there was one particular thing that kept coming back to me, and it was a $7 program. Now, before you guys start scrolling on because you've heard this tale, many, many a time before, stick around. I promise you. It's going to get interesting. But sure enough, there's this $7 program that kept popping up. And I kept dismissing it. Like, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to be able to learn enough information by buying a $7 program that's going to do what I want to do. So I kept pushing it off. But then I got to thinking about that. I'm like, $7. What can I do with $7? I could go to McDonald's and I could buy a quarter pounder with cheese meal. No, wait a minute. That's a little bit more than $7. All right. What other things could I do? Well, Megan likes going to Starbucks. You get a coffee for $7. If I could really spend $7 and learn some skills that could potentially help me earn an income online, I'd say that's pretty valuable. All right, what the heck? Let's do it. Because shoot, if I take a family of 5, which is now 6, out to McDonald's, it's going to cost me $50. So $7, huh? So you know what? What's the harm? Let me try this. And that's where we got our start. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and sit here and say we spent $7 and then we turned that into a multi-6-figure income. No, that's not how it went. But that's where we got our start. That is where we got our start. And a lot of it is mindset stuff. I'm going to be very honest with you. And I want to talk about a couple of these things. When we started that $7 program, there were a couple of things in there that happened that allowed me to change how I thought about things. One of the first things was I had to stop saying how broke I was, or think about how broke I was, and how I can't afford these things. As I started to look through different things, I had to change a mindset of how can I afford something. If I truly want to change things, I can't sit on my ass and talk about how broke I am all the time. Again, it goes back to that insanity thing. If I keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, So I spent 20 years doing the same thing, and I didn't get where I wanted to get. So was I going to spend the next 5, 10, 20 years doing the exact same thing? How is that going to change anything for me? So that was a big part of learning, and that $7 program taught me that mindset, right? One of the other things that I learned in that little bit of a program was negativity. Let's talk about negativity a little bit. How many of you out there, every time something good happens in your life, you're always thinking, well, shoot, yeah, that was awesome that happened, but you know what? I know something bad's going to happen. It's right around the corner. Something that, the other foot's going to drop. If any of you have ever had those kind of thoughts, drop me a 3 in the comments. I know I was big into that. Anytime something good ever happened in my life, I always wanted to think about what bad was going to happen. Okay? Reese dropped me a 3. Grant dropped me a 3. Okay? And I got to thinking about this. I'm like, you know what? I've got young children. I've got one that just turned 9. I've got one that's 6, about ready to be 7. They don't think that way. So how in the world did I come up with this mindset of, all right, there's always got to be something bad that's going to be coming around the corner? That was a mindset that I had. Most likely learned it from my parents. Because I know as a child, we don't think that way. You know, I think about my 9-year-old. When something great happens to her and she's happy about it, she's not thinking about, well, shoot, now something bad is going to happen. So again, I learned how to kind of reprogram my thinking and be a little bit more positive about things. I learned that if I sat on my ass and kept talking about how broke I was and that I couldn't change things, that wasn't going to change. So in that $7 program, I learned a lot about mindset. Now, during that program, I learned some great skills too. Now, before a lot of you scroll on here as I mention these words and talk about these things, at one point in time, this was like Chinese to me. But here, I'm watching a program and they're talking about sales funnels and email autoresponders and all this different stuff. What the heck is all that? Why? What do I need that for? That's what the $7 program was for. It taught me all these different things that would help me build this business. Okay? Now, eventually, yes, for those of you that have been a part of these programs and seen some of them, you understand that as you go through those programs, they offer additional trainings. And yes, we took opportunities and found ways to invest in other programs to get going. We eventually invested $2,500, which we ended up having to take out of a retirement plan, but that's how we decided to do it. And we learned more information. We learned more skills about how to really get focused in on our business. Long story short, by making the decision to get started and say, yep, we're going to try to figure out how we can do this and learn more, within 3 months, we hit our first 5K month. It's absolutely awesome. Now, before any of you start saying, well, shoot, 5K, you're talking about, things that are unrealistic. When we first got started in our online business, all I wanted to do was create a couple of $1,000s a month. That was it. I wanted to replace the income that I'd lost when I lost my job. That was it. We didn't want a whole bunch of different stuff. Let you in what? I haven't seen anything. Of course, I can't see. I don't know if I can see that low on the thing. I haven't had anything pop up, Megan. But as I see you done, maybe here she goes again, guys. Makes me lose my train of thought. She hollers from around the corner. But as we're going through this training and we figure out, all right, we need these skills. I told you, all we wanted to do was replace my income of $2,000 a month. That was all we were looking to do. We weren't looking for something outlandish, $20,000 a month. Again, I laughed at that. I didn't understand it. I didn't think it was feasible. But as we continued to work in our business, we continued to learn the skills. And again, it all started with that $7 program. Within 3 months, we hit our first 5K month, which is absolutely amazing. And we kept going. We kept working. Within 8 months, we hit 6 figures. We now sit before you guys. We run a multi-6-figure income with this business. It has done so many different things for us as a family. It's changed our lives. It's been real, true, life-changing income. Yes, we've had 30K months. Just like those people that I saw and you've seen talking about it and you think there's no way that is real. But yes, it is real. But it's a matter of learning the right skills, and that's what we are here for. That's what we try to do, help you guys learn that you can get started with this. We had somebody earlier today ask us in a message, hey, are you one of those people that, just try to sell me something and then boom, you're gone and, don't help out? No, that is not who we are. We've been here for the last 3 years. We're going strong. We've helped a ton of people get started in this industry. We've helped a ton of people be able to walk away from a 9 to 5. Now, we do ask people that they work. We can't do it for you, okay? We won't do it for you. We will help you in any way that we can. My friend Nate over on Facebook, inspiration you both are. Love how you've kept it real over time. Listen to this amazing couple. They will help you change your lives. And that's what it comes down to. Nate's got an amazing story. I love his story. I don't know if he's still with me on Facebook or not. He probably hopped off, but he's got an amazing story with how he got started with all this stuff. And he has thrown us some kudos for getting him started at some point, or following us and helping him through his story. And it's because of those stories is why I sit in front of you now. Guys, I'll be very honest with you. When we first started this stuff, I didn't think that we would be in the MMO niche, which is the make money online niche. Honestly, when we first got started with this, I figured, you know what? I'd be out on my boat fishing, talking about outdoor stuff, finding products in the outdoor niche that I could promote while I'm sitting on a boat fishing. That's honestly where I thought I'd wind up, because that was my passion. That's what I enjoyed doing, and I still enjoy doing. But what I figured out is, as we progressed in our business, we started helping other people. We started helping other people figure out that this is a true thing. This is legit. It's real. You can do it. Again, Megan and I are nothing super special. We're just regular people. A couple of rednecks from Indiana, Southern Indiana. She said, I'm not redneck. We are. That's what we are. But we're just average people that wanted to find a better way. And I turned 42 this last year. And before we got started in this online stuff for 40 years, I didn't know another way. It wasn't like it was taught in school how to do this stuff. What do we learn in school? How to be good employees. That's basically what we learn in school, is how to be good employees. And I was always taught that you go to school, you get good grades, find you a nice, secure job, which I thought I had. Save up for retirement, right? It's what my parents taught me. It's what I learned growing up. For 40 years, that's what I thought. That was the only way that you could live life. But then I seized that opportunity, again, to learn the skills and figure out there was another way. And once I figured it out, I'm like, you know what? I'm nothing special. I can help other people do this, because I know there's a lot of people out there that were sitting in the same boat that I was in, where they lost a job, or whether, they had, maybe a decent job but wanted a little extra income or a little extra breathing room when it came to the paycheck. I remember those days of getting a paycheck and being all excited, and about 3 minutes later, after I paid all my bills, all the excitement was gone as I looked and go, wow, I got 3 cents left. Awesome. After years and years and years of doing that, I wanted to know how other people were living life and being able to travel all the time, spend time with their kids. How they afford to do that. That's when I decided to self-educate and learn some skills. Through our journey, we've helped many different people, and I've told you that. It's some of those stories that I come back to, and that's what has kept me here, doing what we are doing. Some of the stories that I have heard from some of the people that we have helped have been very touching, very emotional. At the time when we help people, we don't necessarily get to know somebody, heart to heart and figure out what it is that they've got going on. Not everybody's willing to open up like that. Some people do. But when you help people, you show them the path. You tell them, this is what I've done to be successful, and they follow that path. And then they come back to you in a couple of months or 2 or 3 months or whatever it might be. as they start to become successful and they start to generate their income online and they're starting to do things, they come back and they talk with you. They tell you where they might have been that first time that they saw you on a TikTok live and decided to take a chance and go down this path. You know, we've had people that at the time were homeless, been evicted from their homes, living in cars. Not just one single individual, but a family. And when you learn that you can help people like that, turn things around, that's where we found a passion for helping other people. That's why I sit here before you, because I love helping other people get going with this stuff. Now, like I said, you've got to do the work. I won't do the work for you. Megan won't do the work for you. We will provide all the resources that we have available to us, but you have to do the work. Now, earlier I was meeting with a gentleman that we're helping now. He's actually an individual that I've known for years. Actually used to be a known associate for where I worked. He's gotten started with this stuff. He's been seeing our stuff, and he reached out and he said, "Hey, how do you do this?" And so I said, "All right, I'll help you out. And, this is what you got to do." Sending him down the right path. As we were talking earlier today, he goes, "You know what?" He goes, "I can see why people either get started and jump out of this, or why people fail at this." He goes, "Man, there is a lot more to this than most people understand." I'm like, you're darn right there is. There's time, there's effort, there's work involved with what we do. And again, people don't see that side of it when they watch a 10-second video. So they have that skepticism of, well, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. They don't understand that there is a lot of work that goes involved into this and that's involved with it. But I promise you, if you're willing to be consistent enough and put the effort in, the time in, and the work in, it will definitely pay off. There are so many people out there making a very comfortable living. Some are making an outstanding living doing these things. Initial effort of saying, you know what, I need to make a change and I want to do something. So if you're one of those people, let me know. Drop me a comment. If you're ready to get started, or if you're one of the people that have kind of been sitting on the sidelines thinking about getting started, drop me a comment and let me know why you haven't gotten started. What's keeping you from moving forward with this? Let's have a real conversation. Don't be afraid to tell me you're skeptical, because trust me, I understand. I've been in those shoes. I understand the fact of not knowing if I can do this technical stuff. A lot of people are scared that, they're not tech savvy enough to be able to get started in an online business. If that's you, let me know. Let me know what reasons you have for just hanging out on the sidelines. We've had a lot of people follow us over the years. We've had a lot of people come out and say, "Hey, you know what, Megan, Ryan, you guys are awesome. I love watching your stuff. I've been watching you for 6 months or a year or 2 years." Let me go back to my original time frame that I spoke of. If you've been watching us for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, again, our original timeline was in 3 months we hit our first 5K month, and within 8 months we hit our first 6 figures in our business. So think about where you would be had you jumped off the fence 6 months ago, where you would be now. I know it's tough to think about those things because you don't maybe understand everything that's going on. You don't understand exactly what we're talking about, what the affiliate marketing is. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We want you guys to ask those questions. I know I've got a few comments over here. I know Megan's kind of moderating. Is there anything that I need to grab a hold of? I know, Jeremy, thank you for the follow. We do appreciate that. Let's see. Is there one that I need to get to? Okay. Yep.
But if you fail forward. Failing means that you're learning.
All right. Love one another. I'm going to bring you in the conversation, man. All right. I'm afraid to fail. I had affiliate marketing for over 2 years and still not complete 15 days. And that's that $7 program that we talk about. You are not alone. I used to always tell people when they would tell me that they were afraid of failure to not be afraid of failure, to welcome it, because at some one point in time, you will fail. Okay? I can promise that. But it's how you deal with those failures will determine how successful you are. Megan and I, we've failed. We've had several failures in our last 3 years of trying different things and in our business, trying to figure out how to move forward. I guarantee you, if you ask any successful individual, any successful, wealthy individual, if they have ever failed, they would probably give you a little chuckle and say, yeah, many times. But again, it's how we react to those. And like Megan just said, we don't just fail. We fail forward. We learn from what it is that made us fail and we move on. And it's how we deal with those failures that really determines our success. I know it's difficult to believe, and trust me, I understand when we first got started, that fear of failure. I was so scared to death to get in front of a camera 3 years ago. I didn't know what to say. I was scared about what other people would say. Oh, what if friends or family see me? What are they going to say? I've grown a lot more confident in the last 3 years. And I also know that this works. I know what kind of a living it's providing for me and my family and the lifestyle that we are a part of now. At this point, I kind of say I don't care. There's always going to be a lot more people that hate us than like us, but I don't focus on the hate or the negativity. I focus more on the people that like us and that want to help themselves do the same thing that we've done. I struggled in the very beginning getting on camera. First 2 months of our business, Megan was like, you got to get on there and you got to make those videos. You got to get on there, you got to make those videos. You got to get on there, you got to make those videos. Yeah, I know. But I never did it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Then I happened to reach out to an individual that I found online. I saw him doing an interview and I thought, this cat's pretty cool. I like how he carries himself. I like what he says. He's a pretty cool dude. And you know what? I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to find him on Facebook. I'm going to send him a message. See if he'll chat with me. Sure enough, send him a message. Tell him a little bit about what's going on, where we're at. And said, man, is there any way we could hop on a Zoom call? I'd love to just chat with you. And to my surprise, he said, yeah, sure, let's do it. Well, after about a 2-hour Zoom call, he had me full of energy. He gave me some advice. He kind of mentored me a little bit and said, some things to me that really hit home. And it's what Megan calls my swift kick in the ass, because as soon as I got off that call, I started making videos. She's like, I've only been trying to tell you that for months. It took a call from a complete stranger, a 2-hour call, for you to actually get your butt in gear and start doing these. But it was the way he approached it, and he told me about it. And he made me think about certain things. But I overcame that fear and started creating videos. As a matter of fact, when I got off of that call with him, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to post 4 videos a day, every single day. And I did. There were no weekends. There were no holidays. I put out 4 videos a day, every single day for over 6 months. Now remember, within 8 months, we hit 6 figures. And that's because of the work and the effort that went into that, learning the skills, being consistent, talking with other people, asking questions. All of these things is what helped us be successful. And again, it all started with that silly $7 program. Now, if any of you guys are interested in that program and you want to take a look at it, I'm not saying you got to go buy it, but you can take a look at it. And if you've got questions, we're here for you. Happy to answer any. All you got to do, if you're over on TikTok, just click on the picture of Megan and I somewhere here on the screen. That'll take you to our bio, and you can click on the link that's there in our bio. If you happen to be watching us over on Facebook or YouTube, we've got links there as well. Click on our profile picture. Click on our banner cover photo. The links are there as well. So if you would like to get started how we got started, check that out. Now, before a lot of you start throwing stones and saying, well, you know what, Ryan, why can't you just offer up this information for free? Why do you have to charge for it? People don't value what they get for free. We've seen it time and time again. That's why they charge $7 for this program, because they know at least that people might actually go through with it, learn some skills. But before you throw too many stones at us, I will tell you this. Megan and I, we do have free resources for people. We have a free 2-hour training that we did, what was that, about a month or so ago. And you're more than welcome to go check it out. All you got to do is go to www.meganandryan.com/training. And I'll have Megan type that into the chat there for you guys. You can go and check out that training. I don't know. Megan, again, she's hollering at me over here. What? Okay. All right. How do you know what niche? Okay. All right. So, Reese's, how do you know what your niche is when there are so many out there? All right. I'm going to throw a little bit of tough love out there for this one. Again, I told you, when we first got started, I thought I'd be in something in the outdoors or something like that. When we first started, guys, we told people all the time, you're like, you know what? Find something that you're passionate about and go out and promote that. Find something that you're really excited about and go and promote that. Find something that you're passionate about. But what we've come to understand is people will do that. You can go into the woodworking niche. You can go DIY. There's health and fitness. There's relationships. There's all kinds of different niches that you can go into. We actually recommend starting out in the MMO space, in the Make Money Online space. And here is why. If you go through the effort of learning these skills on how to become an affiliate marketer, learn how to create sales funnels, you learn how to create a good email sequence, you figure out how to drive traffic to an offer, you learn all this different stuff. And if your offer is not a good offer, you will not have success. And so now you've put all this effort into things, and for some reason your offer is not selling. You're not getting people to buy it. What's going to happen? You're going to get negative and say, well, shoot, this stuff doesn't work, so I'm going to give up. So we recommend people getting into the MMO space because there's a ton of people looking for ways to make money online. It is the number one profitable niche in affiliate marketing. Because right now, there are a ton of people out there looking for ways to make money online. And it's not just about selling programs and coaching and mentorships and all that different stuff. There's a ton of tools that people need to get started with online businesses. And you can be affiliates for those. There's a ton of different things that you can choose to be an affiliate for that people actually need. One of my favorite things is people always talk about, well, it's all saturated. It's all saturated. Why do you promote that? It's so saturated. I see so many people talking about that. Well, you know why everybody's talking about it? Because it works. Because people are making money with those products. You also learn you do not have to reinvent the wheel in any of this stuff. So many people feel that they need to find something original to be able to bring to the table, bring to the world that they can promote, and so that there's enough room for them that they could make a living off of that. Wrong. You don't have to. If you see a lot of people being successful with one thing, go promote it. Go promote that product, okay? Now, do you have to stay in the make money online space for forever? No, you don't. But what we recommend is you do that, go earn your first 6 figures as an entrepreneur doing that. Now, guess what? You've learned the sales funnels. You've learned the email marketing. You've learned how to drive traffic, so much so that you've earned 6 figures in this space. So now guess what? You've learned all the processes, and this is what I find funny. There's so many different programs and things out there, and everybody wants to know what the difference is. There's not. There's no difference. It's just a matter of who is actually teaching it to you, what they're saying. The business model for affiliate marketing is pretty cut and dry. It's very simple. It doesn't change because I went with program A over here and now I got on program B over here and, it's all, no, it's all the same. So when you learn how to do the skills of affiliate marketing and you've gone out and you've made 6 figures with it, guess what? You now take that MMO, that make money online niche, and that product that you made that 6 figures with, and you plop it out. Now you go find something in your woodworking niche or your health and beauty niche and you plop it in. It's the same process. You still have sales funnels, you still have email marketing, and you still have to drive traffic. Okay? The process is all the same. But again, we recommend you finding products that people actually want and that there's a demand for. That's the thing. You have to find something that there is a demand for. To you, it may look oversaturated. Again, if we think about this, there's some 2 billion people on TikTok. There's some 7 billion people in the world. There's a ton of places for people to go and promote these things and find these things. It is not oversaturated. You have to just go with something that, again, there's that demand for. You have to prove to yourself that this stuff works. And the best way to do that is to find a product that people want. Again, I go back to that thing of, if you learn all these skills and you put some work into it, but yet you're promoting a product that nobody wants, you're not going to have success with it. And that is going to be a very quick path to failure. And you're going to give up on it because you don't see those results. Now, talking about seeing results. People tend to give up before they see the results that they wanted. We live in such an instant gratification world anymore that people are so used to trading time for money. I will promise you this. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. This is not something that, hey, join us on our journey and next week you're going to be a millionaire. No, it's not how this works. You will have to put time and effort and work into this, and you will have to build certain things, and then you will start to see things start to progress, and then you will start to make an income. Most people give up before that happens. I've had people reach out to me and, hey, Ryan, can you take a look at my videos on TikTok and tell me what, can you give me some suggestions on what to do? I'm about to give up. And I'll go look at their account and they got a whopping 3 videos on there. They've been at it for a week and a half and they've posted 3 videos. There's nothing there for me to look at. There's no data there. But people are so used to putting in some type of effort and receiving something for that. At a job, if you receive a salary for something, you go work for 8 hours and you know that you're going to get a paycheck for that. This doesn't work that way. We put time and effort in to start to build things, but it compounds. That effort that we put in continues to compound. Okay? So, again, going back to some of the things that we have hardwired in our brains about how we think about things, you've got to change some of those thoughts. But I promise you, if you can do that, you can make that change. You can have truly life-changing results. I want to share a couple of comments that we've got over on Facebook. I got one that says, thanks for your speech, Ryan, always giving power. Again, we try to do that. We try to bring, truth, clarity, anything that we can to this subject. Because, again, we're sitting at a point where our business is doing great. It's awesome. but I know that there's so many other people out there that could benefit from this, and we try to show that and bring these things so that you guys can ask your questions. All right, Facebook, another Facebook here. Actually have some problems with Justice. Actually, for nothing. LOL, just smoking weed. You give me force to pass that moment. Your speeches make me stronger, and with that help, a woman just entered my life. Awesome, awesome. I'm not quite sure who that is. See if I can grab it. That's Subi, I believe. Subi, it's nice to see you. I know it's been a bit since you've been there, man. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, as always, for your support. Again, it's a matter of guys just getting started with some of this stuff, reaching out and asking your questions. As we talk about some of the stuff that we've done, over the last 2 or 3 years, it's been amazing for us. This has afforded us several different opportunities that at one point in time, Megan and I thought were just dreams. We're able to travel more. We're able to spend more time with our kids, do certain things. I talked earlier about the sports equipment. We're knee deep right now in practices and sports and stuff like that, and all the expenses that go along with that. And it's nice to be able to just if the kids need something, go get that and not have to worry about that. So again, those types of things are what our online business has done for us, and we know it can do that for you guys as well. But you got to take that opportunity. Okay. We talked about the free training that Megan and I have done. It's our Affiliate Marketing 101. And again, she did drop that in the chat there, the link for that. Again, for those of you that might have missed it, it's www.meganandryan.com/training. Check that out. It's about a 2-hour training, and it actually talks about a little bit of a bonus offer that we have. So for those of you guys that are wanting to work maybe a little bit more closely with us, there is that opportunity to do that. You can watch the latter part of that training, and we talk about that bonus offer. Again, it all gets started with that $7 program that is in our bio on TikTok. You can find the link over on Facebook. If you're in our Facebook group, you can find it there as well. Again, it's all about starting with that program so that you can get some of the skills under your belt and figure out how to move forward with this. Also, when you get into that program, it's a great way to figure out, is this something that I see myself doing? It's a great way to get started with it, okay? If you got questions as you're going through it, feel free to reach out to us. You can always message us. Again, if you're going to message us, we prefer that you find us over on Facebook. Again, you can find me. It's Ryan Hobbs on Facebook. It's the same if you're over on TikTok. It's the same profile picture that you'll see here on the screen of Megan and I. Search me up. Send me a message over there, okay? Biggest thing is that I can stress is just getting started. Reach out with questions that you guys have. Again, checking out that free training that we have. We've also got our Facebook group, which has a ton of resources in it. We're actually broadcasting the show tonight in our Facebook group, so I know there's a lot of people there, and there's a lot of great resources in that group. If you'd like, feel free to go check that out as well. You can find that at www.meganandryan.com/group. And again, feel free to reach out if you ever have any questions. We do these Megan and Ryan Power Hours every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you guys happen to be watching the replay over on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you leave us a hashtag replay as you're watching. And if you have questions during the replay, make sure that you drop those questions in the comment section, because we do go back and answer those. All right. We also do a few different lives throughout the week on TikTok. So if you're watching us on TikTok, you like what you're seeing, make sure that you follow us so that you get notification of when we go live. And again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to help. Thank you guys for the follows that you've given us tonight. Thank you for the shares that you've given us tonight. We appreciate all of that. Are there any questions over there on TikTok that I need to address?
Make sure that they answer the membership questions.
Okay. All right. Megan wanted me to remind everybody, if you go from TikTok over to Facebook and you're trying to join our Facebook group, make sure that you answer the 3 membership questions that are there, because we do have an automated service that does that. So I think Subi also dropped me another comment. He said, thanks to you, help us just speaking. This changed my life. You give hope to me, and I am strong to fix my life. Awesome. Thank you, Subi. We appreciate that. Thanks for this time you spend with us. Cheers to you and your family. We appreciate that. Thank you. It looks like Reese found us over on Facebook, because she was on TikTok. It looks like she just sent me a Facebook comment. All right. I am you. Watch tons of video. Am still wondering how. Just Just Tom from. So thanks for the follow, Just Tom. So you or me, you've watched tons of videos and still wondering how. This is one of the reasons why, again, we promote a program, and it's the exact same program that we got started with, okay? It's what got us started in this whole venture. It's what's allowed us to have the results that we have had. We've got plaques and trophies and diamond rings behind me from the successes that we have had, and it all started with this one program. So, Just Tom, click on the picture of Megan and I somewhere here on the screen. Go check out the link that's in our bio. Yes, it is a $7 program. The reason why we recommend getting started with this, you are correct. You have gone and you have watched tons of videos and you still are wondering how. The information is out on the internet. I get this all the time. Like, Ryan, why should we pay for anything because we can find it free online? You're exactly right. You can. But then you wind up in an issue right where just Tom is at. You wind up looking at video after video after video. You spend a lot of time looking and trying to discern different things. And you wind up either overwhelmed or lost. That's why we point people to get started with this $7 program. It's the same one that we got started with, because when we talk about spending money on these skills, it's all about saving us time. Yes, you can go Google it, you can go YouTube it to your heart's content. But again, more than likely, you will wind up with information overload. You're going to wind up with conflicting thises and that's and not sure which direction to go. That's why we recommend starting with these programs. It gives you more of a path. And, I don't care if it's not from us. Get started with somebody. Find somebody that has the lifestyle that you would like to have, that has the results, the success that you would like to have. Follow them. Ask them questions. Find out what path they took to get there. Again, I've said this before, you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Find a path that someone's taken and found success with and follow that exact same path. Right? Whether it's us or someone else. Find that person that you can relate to, that you can resonate with, and do what they have done. Do what they recommend. One of the other things that I want to kind of throw out there to you guys is, as you're looking for this person that you can kind of follow and help you through your journey, make sure that they can produce the results that they got for themselves in others. And again, if you guys go check out that training that Megan and I put together, we've got a few sections of testimonials in there of people that have worked with us and found success, and we've been able to help them. That's key too, because I've seen it over and over again where people talk about all the success that they've had, but they've never been able to reproduce that in the people that they've helped. Megan and I, we can say that we have. We have a ton of people that we have been able to help in their journeys reproduce the same results that we've had. So again, make sure you find somebody that can do that as well. Again, if it's not us, I'm okay with that. But get started. Find someone that can help you out. Ask questions. All right, let's see here. Hey, Marjorie's back. She was with us yesterday. Do you help teach people how to use all of the social media platforms? Yes, we do, Marjorie. Like we talked about, I think I talked about it a little bit earlier yesterday, with our bonus package. If people are wanting to work more closely with us, we actually, as a bonus to a certain offer, we offer weekly lifetime coaching. So again, Marjorie, if you want to, we can chat about that. Shoot us a message. Again, make sure you find us over on Facebook if you haven't already. I know I kind of talked a lot about that yesterday morning when you were on the live. But yes, we do that as well. Let's see here. Reese, join. Thanks. I would love to hear your recommendations on mindset books, please. Okay, I would. Yeah, a lot of that's Megan, but grab something here. Start with this. That's right. That's what Megan just said. Start with this. All right. This right here is the very first thing that started to change our outlook and our mindset. It is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And if you haven't read it, stop what you're doing. Don't look at anything else. Don't try to find you a program or anything else. Go read this book. You can find it on audio book. You can get it from Barnes & Noble. You can get it off of Amazon, anywhere. Definitely start right here. Matter of fact, that $7 program that we started with, day 4, that was the homework assignment. Yeah. Well, it was. It is. I just did it the other day. Is it day 3 now? Yeah. Megan says they changed days on us. So, all right. Let's see. All right. We'll do 10-4. Thank you. I think we got that. All right. Margie said, okay, thank you. Not a problem. All right, guys. This is the Power Hour. We've been a little bit over an hour, so I am going to hop off here. Again, I want to leave you guys with this. If you've watched this, if you found value in this, again, make sure that you follow us. If you're over on TikTok, make sure that you followed us if you haven't already, so that you know when we go live, right? Feel free to join us every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, as we do this Power Hour. Normally, Megan is sitting here with me. But unfortunately, the little one tonight did not cooperate, so she's been over around the corner taking care of the baby. So, again, feel free to join us any Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you've got questions, you want to learn more, go for it. Reach out to us. Find me on Facebook, Ryan Hobbs. Again, there's my profile picture is a picture of Megan and I together. All right. Love one another. Left us with I don't have money for the 2,500 blueprints. Do I really need that to succeed or see any income? So here's my answer to that. You don't have to have that, okay? You don't have to. We look at when people invest that money into that program, because it is a good program, okay? It's saving time, all right? Yes, we know people that have started with just the 15-day deal and been successful with that. It's probably going to take you, to be honest with you, it's going to take you more time to find that success, because you are going to have to find other resources and things like that. A lot of those resources, like I said, we do offer in our Facebook group. But yes, you can be successful without that. Even though we do recommend it, that is part of our bonus package as well for people that do that. Let's see here. You can listen to Rich Dad Poor Dad on YouTube also. All right, awesome. Thanks for us. We appreciate that. I think we got all of those. All right, so again, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I do appreciate it. Again, look for us. Make sure that you follow us if you haven't already over on TikTok. You can also jump over to Facebook. We've also got our YouTube channel. It is Megan and Ryan Recommend. Search that up. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel as we start to grow more of those videos, or start throwing more of those videos out there. But again, every Wednesday night, we bring you the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. Usually it's both of us. Tonight it was just me. But again, every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate all of the comments, the questions, the engagements, the likes, the follows, everything, the shares. Awesome. Reese, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you for going from TikTok over to Facebook and joining us over there. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on the